You've been betrayed recently and you truly believe it's the other person's fault, this is the video for you. The problem with most people is they find it difficult to stratify individuals. Today, I'll give you the difference between friends and network. Unfortunately, the mistake I see prevalent amongst you peasants is this idea: because someone does you a favor or because someone does something mutually beneficial, all of a sudden is promoted instantly to friends. Now we can pivot back, analyze from the standpoint that you yourself have zero values, zero core values, zero core benefits, zero core beliefs. There is nothing that unifies your friendship aside smoking weed, playing video games, and every single thing entailing negativity. In that situation, you deserve to be betrayed. So there are various reasons why you face betrayal. The first we can look at is the quality of person you are. The kind of person you are depends on the kind of people you hang out with. You're a product of your environment. Although, in my case, which is a very unique one, my environment is a product of me. But you, the average individual, who's a product of the environment, if you hang around weak men, it's only a matter of time before you face disloyalty. It's not because it's in their nature to betray you, because it's their default. A rabbit is not nice, it's harmless. People conflate the two. There's a difference between being harmless and being nice, although they possess similar character traits. The guy who is harmless is not nice because he wants to be nice. He's nice because there's nothing he can do about it. Conversely, the guy on the other end has the potential to evoke violence but chooses to keep it shit. There's a big distinguishing factor. There are people in my life today who are weak, but I still want that relationship with them. For instance, women. There are women in my life. I do not divulge certain information. There are women who don't know my line of work. They don't know where I live. We meet at some B&B. We meet in the street locations. They just want to have fun. They just want to party. You can take that woman, electrocute her, and she won't say nothing. Not because she doesn't want to, or because she doesn't know anything. Women crumble under pressure, and it's no shame. Trying to say they don't will only get you burned and ratted on. If you tie a woman to a chair and say, I'm going to smash your pretty face if you do not give him up. Okay, women crumble under pressure. That's why I do not recommend leadership positions for women because they are very emotional. Women crumble under pressure. If you take a woman to an interrogation room and you begin to throw questions at her, and I've seen this firsthand. Did he harm you? No, he's a nice guy. No, he's a nice guy. But he made you sad sometimes. Yes, who doesn't? So he emotionally abused you. Well, and they become confused. If you begin to interrogate a woman for 5 hours straight, it's only a matter of time before she crumbles under pressure. Taking into account that weakness embedded in her nature, it would be stupid to put her in an uncomfortable situation, especially with the consciousness of this knowledge. It might be stupid and tell her, do not say this or my image and all of that shit. All of those bullshit won't matter when push comes to shove. You know what I mean? Exactly. First of all, do not put people in positions where they can betray you. This has nothing to do with being secretive or trying to be by yourself. It's the actual opposite. Gauge individual strengths. Determine what you can commit them with, and you'll be fine. Take the story of the master about to go on a long journey, calls all his servants, begins to share talents. To one he gave two, to one he gave five, to one he gave one. At the end of it all, the one he gave five multiplied it to 10. The one he gave two multiplied it to 4. The one he gave one dug it. I know you're a hard man. You like to reap where you do not sow, he said. So immediately you gave me that talent, I dug it somewhere and here it is. The master cursed him. Thou unprofitable servant. You should have at least given it to the money lenders such that when I arrive, I will see gain. Therefore, you are lazy and unprofitable. Cast him out. Giving the one to the person who multiplied to 10. The point I'm trying to highlight is the master was astute in his distribution process. The guy who he knew could multiply, in fact, he shared the talents according to their capacities. You too, my friend, should share your talent, bestow upon your secrets according to capacity. Let's move on. Majority share sensitive information, sensitive data, as I stated initially, because the person did them a favor. The person did something nice. I've shared this story previously. There was this girl who moved in next door. 30 minutes later, I hear a knock. Who is this? It's me, said an unfamiliar voice. I looked through the people. It's her. Hello, how can I help you? Ah, I'm new here. I'm looking for where to get food. Go right, go left. I give her directions. When she highlighted it was going into the public generator, I did her the courtesy of escorting. And by public, it means everybody has light. My external friends, my foreign friends, might find it difficult to comprehend in the sense that there's steady electricity in your region. In societies like this, they have to rely heavily on alternative power sources. But back to the story. Because of the idea that in her light would I see light, I did her the courtesy of escorting her. I did her the courtesy of excursion. On our way, within 10 to 20 minutes round trip, she has told me her name, she has told me where she's from, she told me her parents' history, she divulged information sensitive. My mom has this X problem, I'm the only child, it's difficult for her to bear. Giving me all of this sensitive data. In that process, she has shared the nickname her parents bestowed upon her. Of course, which I didn't care. All I cared about was restoring electricity to my apartment. Say I was someone wicked, say I was petty, and I go around spreading that kind of information. To her, explaining the situation would be, he betrayed me, he shared sensitive secrets, but you're the problem, you're the cause, it's your fault you shared information to someone you've never even met. Whose fault it is? Exactly. Now we want to sit down there and blame, point fingers. He's the problem. Whereas it was you. Nobody forced you. No one asked you. You brought the conversation yourself. You began sharing sensitive information. Now used against you. You want to cry your eyes out, play the victim, whereas you were the cause of that situation. Godwin wants to get married to me. He just proposed. Really? Before evening, the second lady confronts Godwin. This, my friend, is not as though I hate her, but there is something you need to know. The next 30 minutes is spent tearing you down, exposing and amplifying sensitive secrets to your detriment. She wraps it up with, I could come cook for you though. I could come spend time in your apartment when you're less busy. So we'll talk more. 3 days later, Godwin doesn't call. Godwin doesn't text. And after a month, he sends a text. I don't think this would work. To you, you're wondering where it went wrong and you're sharing your story to the friends who engendered that disengagement, of which you then spend extensive hours praying and you're the problem. Tame your tongue. Bible makes it clear that big ships are being steered with a small rudder. Same thing with the body. It is listed about by the tongue, which says boastful things. The tongue is a few. The tongue is a master few individuals can tame. Once the words are out, you can't get them back. It's impossible. Sorry, give it back to me. It's very unlikely. See your life through this lens. Let me know the adjustments you need as a consequence of this discourse. As always, my friends, it's a pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you in the next one.